Hello guys, welcome to my channel. It's Cozy Crochet Monster, and this is my first video. So today I'm going to teach you how to crochet. So the first step in that is learning the slip knot, the chain, and then the single crochet. You will need a crochet hook. I have a 5mm, but any crochet size or crochet hook size will do. I have some yarn, and then scissors and a yarn needle if you're going to finish off your project, but if you're just going to be practicing and then pulling out your stitches, you won't really need them, but they're, good to keep in hand. Okay, so first we're going to take our yarn. So the slip knot is the loop that stays on the crochet hook that allows you to start crocheting. So I will first teach you that. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your yarn, you're going to loop it over kind of like that. Then you're going to fold it over so that the loop centers on the working piece of thread, like that. Then you can kind of take your crochet hook or your fingers and pull that strand from the middle, and then you're going to take the two ends and pull it like that. Okay, and then you can just take the longer end and kind of pull it and cinch it shut so it's on your hook. Okay, I'll show you one more time. So you're going to take your thread, going to loop it, fold it over, take your hook, take the middle piece, place it on your hook, and then you can kind of just cinch it shut like that. Okay, so next is going to be the chain. So the chain is the base of your crochet before you can start working back and forth with the rows. I'm going to show you how to chain. So first I'm going to show you how to hold your hook in your yarn, because that's very important. So I have a knife grip. Some other people use a pencil grip, but for now I'll be doing it like this. So you can hold it like, fingers in the little middle piece if you have one, and then just wrap the rest of your fingers around. And then for the yarn, I like to think of it as like a little alpaca or a llama. And so what you do is you feed the yarn through like your hole, and then you're going to wrap it around your finger like that, and then your little llama's mouth will hold the knot to keep it secure and from moving. And so that's what it's going to look like. Okay, I'll show you one more time. So I'm holding my hook like this, going to place my fingers around the yarn, then I'm going to take my forefinger, kind of wrap it around from the front to the back, and then my middle finger and my thumb are going to hold the knot, or just the thread, doesn't really matter. Okay, so that is how you hold it. So now you're going to chain. So you're going to take your hook and go from the front to the back around the thread like that, and you can kind of twist it so it grabs hold of it, and then you're going to just pull it through the loop that you had on your hook like that, and then just slide it back. So that is your first chain. I'll show you again. So from the front all the way to the back, twist it, and then you're going to pull through. Show you one last time. Front to the back, around, twist it, and then pull through. So that's your chain. So just practice with the chain. It's finicky at first, but you'll eventually get the hang of it. So you want to make sure that they're not too tight, but they're also not too loose. Too loose like that is maybe big space and like a smaller thickness of yarn, so it's going to kind of leave a lot of spaces and holes, which isn't what you want. If you do it too tight, when you go back to work into that stitch like that, it's going to be difficult, especially as a beginner. So, and as a beginner, you're going to want to tighten up and be very tight and rigid because you don't know the movements yet, but you just kind of have to relax, take a breath, and just make sure you kind of keep your movements flexible and flowy, okay? Just like that. So, if you don't like how it looks, or you messed up, you can always just go back, you know, just take it out simply by pulling your loop off your hook and then just pulling your thread, and it just undoes your work. Okay, so I'm going to also show you real quick how to count your chains, because this is also important. If you lose track, you know, of counting, you don't have to rip it all out and do it again. So this way, oops, okay, you know what you're doing. Okay, so the chains look like little V's. I'll show you this way first. Oops. So they're kind of like these little V's like that go all the way up, okay? I showed you this way first because if you're right-handed, you're gonna be working from right to left, so it's gonna be sideways. But they're gonna be like still little V's, but just horizontal. And then you're gonna be working into these loops on the side, okay? So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chains. So I'm gonna go to, say 10. So 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I have 10 chains. So when you're chaining for a project, usually you have your base number, so that's gonna be the number of your stitches, and you're gonna do 1 extra turning chain. So this allows you to work into the next stitch without like kind of undoing it, okay? So now we've learned your slip knot and your chain, and you're ready to start crocheting, okay? So you're going to insert your hook in the second chain from the hook. So not the first one, but the second one right there. So by doing that, you're just gonna kind of take it and insert it, so you'll have 2 loops on your hook, okay? Then you're going to yarn over again. This is what it's called if I didn't say that earlier. So from the front to the back, twist it and pull it through with the first strand. So it's just the base chain. So now you have actually 2 loops on your hook, okay? Then you're going to yarn over again and pull through both loops. And that is your first single crochet. I'll show you again. So you insert your hook, yarn over. Now you have 2 loops on your hook. Then you're going to yarn over and pull through both of them. And that is another crochet. That's another single crochet. And just like that. Okay? So I'm going to finish this row real quick, and then I will show you what it looks like at the end. Okay, so I have one last stitch. I'm going to insert my hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through both. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up on my loop. So this is what my first row of single crochet looks like, okay? So as you can see, we still see all of those little V's like we did on the chain, like that, okay? Lining the top. So you can count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 10 stitches. Okay, so now to start, so we finished row 1. Now to start row 2, we're going to chain 1 again as our turning chain. And then we're going to flip our work. Okay, so we're working on the back. Over time you'll be able to differentiate between the front and the back, but for now, just turn it and you'll be okay. So now we're going to insert our hook into both stitches. So when we're doing the chain, we just did to the top of the stitch. But for this, I like it. It gives a cleaner look if you insert into both of the loops. Later, there's other techniques that you either do the front or the back, but for now, we're gonna just do both. So insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through both. Just like that, okay? And you're just gonna keep working and going across. Alright, so I finished my second row. I'm going to go ahead and do a couple of rows to show you guys how to count your rows and what the front and the back looks like, okay? So just keep working, practice, go slow, you know, take breaks, and I don't know, just see what you can do. Okay, so I finished a couple rows. I just wanted to show you real quick what it's gonna look like. So I hope you guys are doing well so far. But I just wanted to show you how to kind of count and look at it. So after a while it'll get easier, but from now it might be a little tricky, especially from, you know, on camera. So your first row is gonna look like little stitches with little V's facing towards the front, okay? My fingers real quick. So like that. That is your first row, okay? You can tell the difference. If you move up a little taller, or a little higher, you'll see more V's, but they're kind of backwards, they're upside down, and they have this little ridge above them. So this is what the back of your single crochet looks like. So that is the back of the row, because remember we're flipping it. So every other row is forward, backward, forward, okay? So that is row 1, row 2, let me see the V's again, 3, backwards V with little bump, 4, and then 5. So that is 5 rows of crochet, okay? I hope you all enjoyed this video and found it very helpful. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye!